can see, rumors are really starting to pick up for the Toronto Blue Jays. And as we are now just a few days away from the new year, and with Christmas rather, just a couple days away, reports are starting to pick up, and we're gonna break it all down on this live stream, folks. Welcome everybody in. I know it's been a little bit of a while since a little bit of time since I've had my last live stream, but first of all, welcome in. Merry Christmas to everyone, and it's an exciting time of year, obviously, with Christmas, and hopefully the Jays can give us a nice Christmas gift. But I see everybody in the chat. Welcome in. Hope we're all doing well. What's up, Shane, Snow, everybody? I'm excited to talk about the latest news, the latest rumors, and really just chat it up and break down the latest stuff. You guys can see my Christmas lights up above here. Going to keep it festive for you all. But yeah, how are we all doing, first of all? I do have some stuff to go over today. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be an exciting stream, and I'm excited to chat with you guys. It's been a while. There's obviously Kyle Tucker rumors. There's Bichette rumors. There's a lot of different rumors happening right now, and we're all eagerly waiting, of course, for the Merry Christmas, Shane. We're all Merry Christmas. We're all patiently waiting for the the first signing of the offseason for the or not of the offseason, but kind of the first big signing since Dylan Cease, and it's yet to happen, but it's going to be interesting. What's up, Rob? Merry Christmas, everybody. Hopefully you're all enjoying your Tibbs Eve and things like that. But let's dive into some things now. And yeah, I mean, if Jeff Passan announces it during the stream, I would be pretty excited, to be quite honest with you. We got, I think, Jimmy Garcia, we got last offseason. The Vladdy extension broke on stream. So we're on a bit of a stretch here, on a bit of a roll. But there's a few things I want to go over. Now, obviously, it was a bit of a, it's been a bit of an interesting 24, 48 hours. Some moves are slowly starting to happen across the MLB. And at this point in time, we know the Yankees are kind of in on a bunch of guys, but they're also out on Tatsuya Imai. There's been a few things that have slowly but surely started to go down. We'll break it all down. Let's say we could Tucker. Would you rather Bregman or Bo to come after? It's a very good question. And these are all things I'm going to kind of dive into in this live stream. But the first thing I want to do, and we'll start with this. You guys see, there's a lot of things we'll dive into. You guys see this report. Now, this report was from a few days ago, but I want to start with this because I've been waiting to go live to have this conversation with you folks, and we'll dive into some of the other updates as well here. Do you guys, a simple yes or no in the chat, and welcome everybody in. Just a simple, putting everything aside here. Do you guys want Alex Bregman on the Blue Jays? And we'll add some caveats after, but just a yes or no. Do you want Alex Bregman? And essentially, this could mean that they get him in exchange for not getting Bo Bichette. There's a bunch of different caveats, but simply, do you guys like Alex Bregman enough as a player for the Jays to go commit $150 million to him? Yes or no in the chat. I want to see, and I'm very curious because I know the sentiment is kind of split in the comment section of a lot of the videos, and in the stream, it's going to be mainly no's. It looks like here. No. Yes. If only Bregman, no. A ton of no's. I've seen one yes, two yeses. Okay. Some yeses coming in. Now, leave in the comment section and the chat as well. What's your reasoning for that? Is it because he's older? Is it because you don't think they need a third baseman? Do you think he doesn't move the needle enough compared to guys like Bo and Kyle Tucker? Because I think that not their fallback plan, though I guess you could argue it is their fallback plan, is to get Alex Bregman if they strike out on Bo Bichette and Kyle Tucker, which I guess that's why a lot of you guys are probably saying no, because in that scenario, it would obviously feel like a disappointment. Cool, you're spamming a little bit there. I think one or two no's is good enough, but regardless, Alex Bregman, and he would probably want term. He's coming off of a 1 year, 1 year deal. I think for me, the answer is it kind of depends, right? And again, I said we couldn't go with it depends, but we're going to. So if you get Kyle Tucker, I think Bregman's a really good fit, right? And again, we want Bo Bichette and Kyle Tucker. That's kind of where we're at. Dane Johnson saying hopefully, or honestly depends on what he costs. Yeah, that's reasonable as well. I'm assuming between 150 to 200 million. Clement and Berger are good enough. Bregman, not enough of an upgrade. Right. So looking at all of this, and we dive into kind of the latest, reports that are dropping, some new things. I mean, the Pirates signing Ryan O'Hearn. So, some things going down. We know that Ken Rosenthal came out recently and said they have one more big move in them at least. And we look at Kyle Tucker, right? For me, he is the prized possession of the offseason. I think he's better than Bo Bichette. I think I would rather Kyle Tucker over Bo Bichette, which I'm sure some of you guys might disagree with in the comment section. But regardless, I think I would prefer Kyle Tucker over anyone else. Kyle and Bo is the optimal, I think, pairing. But you could argue, if you're the front office, they might rather Tucker and Bregman because of the defense over some of the other guys, right? Because this team values defense, and according to Ken Rosenthal, they value, veteran leadership. And I mean, we know how good Kyle Tucker is. We're going to dive in all. There's a lot of things to dive into in case you missed it. We're also diving into Bo Bichette, everything like that. But I don't hate Kyle. I don't hate Alex Bregman if they get Kyle Tucker. Now, I did ask you guys this last live stream, right? And this is where things get a little bit, fun for me. That was about 3 weeks ago now. Type in the chat, Tucker or Bregman. Just type one or the other. Who would you rather have this offseason if it means you couldn't get the other? Meaning, if you type Tucker, it means you're not going to get Bo Bichette. If you type Bo Bichette, it means you're not going to get Tucker. Who would you prefer? And Noah, that's an interesting question, but I don't think you're going to be able to get both of those. Like, I don't think they would go for two infielders. Because you have Addison Barger who can play third. You have Ernie Clement. You have all these guys. Tucker. Okay. Tucker. Okay, so if you guys missed the last live stream, just to kind of clarify, it was, I think, probably 70% of people saying they prefer Bo Bichette over Kyle Tucker. So I agree with you all. And even back then, I said Kyle Tucker. I would prefer Tucker over Bo, and I prefer both of them, obviously, right? But it is interesting to see that you guys are kind of not split. You guys are all in on Kyle Tucker. How would you feel about a Bregman and Bellinger? I think it's a decent fallback plan. It's basically like the lesser option of both, if you want to call it that. Tucker and Valdez, I don't think they need another starting pitcher. Okay, so now that we're kind of on this conversation, TPC Toronto, let's golf. We can briefly touch on that. Now, in case you guys miss it, I love going live because, I mean, every time you guys show great support, but I like talking to you guys, outside of the videos, a bit more of a, get a bit more of a connection in the sense that we get to kind of go back and forth. How much stock do you guys put in Tyler Heineman, Miles Straw, Ernie Clement, Joey Loperfido, all these guys commenting? I don't know if Ernie Clement did, but commenting on Kyle Tucker's Instagram posts, and then Joey Betts following Kyle Tucker on Instagram, Ernie Clement following Kyle Tucker on Instagram. Do you guys think this stuff actually matters, or do you think it's kind of just fluff, for lack of a better word? Because I'm kind of on like, it probably doesn't matter, but like, it's kind of fun to talk about. Do you guys think it matters? Who cares if we hate Bellinger? He's a good player. It's not a bad point. I like Cody Bellinger. They know something, 15 to 20% impact. Yes. Okay, so you guys do think it does matter. Hey, Shadow, I tend to agree, but you never know. A little bit, but not a lot. It just confirms the Jays are interested. That I would agree with. And I do want to say, like, obviously, it can't hurt, right? What matters is what their offer is and things like that. But I think the bigger storyline is less about, the specific comments on an Instagram post. It's more about the fact that the other stuff, right? Like, he's former teammates at George Springer, good friends with Miles Straw. They were at his, Straw was at his wedding. I think he was his best man. All these different things, right? When you think about making a big decision like this, it's more about the friendships and, most importantly, what life is like outside of the team, because he's moving with his family. They have a new kid, a newborn baby, I believe. So congratulations to them. But Kyle Tucker's an absolute beast. He can choose anywhere he wants to go, essentially. It matters most about good vibes in the organization, being friends, being friends in the sense of having someone there who can show you around and things like that. That's what matters. I don't think the actual Instagram comment is something big to kind of, I guess, think about. But at the same time, can't be a bad thing. What if Tucker is waiting to make sure Bregman or Bo also sign before agreeing to a deal? I think Bo Bichette is waiting for Kyle Tucker, actually. Imagine we get Tucker and Bregman, we become the Astros. Yeah, it's not a good point. Also, if you're new here, make sure to hit that like button. Let's try to get to 50 likes. How many do we have now? 40. We're 10 away. Let's get to 100 likes. If you're in here, make sure to do that. Post videos every single day for you all. The Toronto Astros. Get Bellinger, Bo, and Bregman. I don't think that's realistic. And I don't know necessarily if getting two is fully realistic, but I think it's possible. especially if Bichette takes a shorter term deal like Bregman did last year, where it's a 3-year deal with opt-outs after year 1, 2, and 3. So they could have 1 year of Tucker and Bo. The Jays can then evaluate Bo, give him an extension. You have Kyle Tucker for 8, 10, 12 years. You know what I mean? So it could work that way. I think there's ways and there's scenarios here with deferred money and stuff that you can get creative. And something else I kind of want to touch on. Ben Nicholson-Smith, I actually want to get the exact date here. He hasn't tweeted or posted an article since December 19th, and it was a quote about Tyler Rogers. And like, obviously they're probably on mini vacation. It's the exact same as Shot of Videos. You can kind of put 2 and 2 together. It's probably because they're on mini vacation, or I guess on vacation for Christmas. But it is interesting because a lot of the other guys are still going. I assume the Toronto reporters are taking time with their families, though, which is good for them. I'm pretty confident Tucker won't sign a short-term deal. That takes Dodgers out, which is very good. Yeah. But you never know. Steve Cohen could wake up tomorrow and choose to spend $1 billion, right? So left-handed hitting, and that's the best part about it. Like, Kyle Tucker is a left-handed hitter who hits for power, is great defensively, or good defensively. They could, but the Dodgers exist. Reports from within the Dodgers organization seem to hint at the fact that they don't really want to go big on, money wise, right? They don't want to go huge on a $10 million deal again. I also agree. Bellinger and Bo and Bregman to me would be the best you can use that money from Tucker to get Bellinger and Bregman. I mean, I don't hate it, right? I don't hate it. But you look at what's happened within the organization, right? And you see, obviously, the Red Sox acquiring William Contreras. You have reports coming out, and this is the latest, and I covered it this morning. There wasn't a ton of reports that happened today. There was some stuff I'll cover in tomorrow's video. Duke, it is delicious. It is delicious. It is cranberry ginger ale, 0 sugar. But I would not rule out one of these guys coming off the board between now and Christmas. And tomorrow's Christmas Eve, of course. And I don't think now 2 years ago or 3, whatever it was, I think it was 2 years ago. It's crazy, plushie. They had the Dalton Varsho trade was on Tibbs Eve, if you call it. It was on the day before Christmas Eve, multiple years ago, right? The Dalton Varsho trade a couple years back. So it could happen tonight. We could see a breaking news at any time, right? It could happen. I don't think they're going to announce breaking news on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. Could be wrong, though. Celestine, you could see here, it's from Robert Murray saying he wouldn't rule out one of the big guys coming off the board between now and Christmas. Where do you see the Yankees sitting in the AL East next, or the AL next season? I assume you mean the AL East. The Yankees? Well, talking about the Yankees, there's reports coming out that they are interested in Cody Bellinger and they are out on Tatsuya Imai, which is interesting. I don't know what their plan is this offseason, but let's kind of let's dive into the AL East a little bit here. And I might actually get a little screenshot going. Give me a moment here, folks. We can get a little thing going on that. AL East. Okay. Right. So you kind of look at Jays get Tucker. Anybody else is a bonus. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it is going to be interesting on that front. Can you guys leave in the comments and let's talk about it a little bit, because as it stands right now, and there's another report from Ken Rosenthal as well, where do you guys see the Jays being in the AL East? Because it is an interesting point of view to kind of dive into. I have a little a tier list up on my second monitor. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leave in the comments your guys' AL East predictions for next year, if the Jays and all teams rather are as they stand right now. So that's without the Jays getting a bat, which is a little bit unfair because they're going to get a bat, as you can see here. My bold prediction is the Yankees end up 4th place in the AL East. I'm going Jays, Reds. Okay, so I think I would go, even as it stands right now. I mean, the problem is I could see it being, I think as it stands right now, I'm looking at the list. It's a tough one. I still think the Jays are going to end up first, even if they, again, I guess it's if they don't get, I'm going to assume they get a bat. We can assume they get some sort of bat, right? It doesn't have to be the crazy bat. They're going to get some sort of bat. I think I'd go Jays, Man, this is tough. Jays, Red Sox, Orioles, Yankees, Rays. Is that right? Is this kind of the list you guys would go with? Let me just drag it up here. Oops. And this is assuming they get one bat. Let's just assume, I mean, they're going to get a bat. Whoa. Like, I think that's reasonable. Orioles higher. The Orioles could be 2. Red Sox, Blue Jays, Yankees, Orioles, Rays. The Red Sox going to be real good. I agree. I think this is my list. I think that's a fair spot. I mean, it's low on the Yankees, but they haven't made any big impact bats. Or any impact trades, sorry. And I am refreshing Twitter, folks. So if anything drops, we will be here. A lot depends on the Yankees pitching. It's true. Garrett Cole's 35 years old now. Personally, I go Red Sox first. Call me crazy, but Santander bounce back 40 home run campaign. I love it. Orioles pitching is garbage. I'm kind of assuming that they get a bat, though, or a pitcher. O's are going to be good. I think there's a lot of different ones. Anyways, on the, like, again, we can talk about it all we want. I'm going to leave this up, though. I'm going to leave this up right above me. Right above me, right here. Leave that here as my little prediction. But I don't know. The Red Sox rotation has to prove themselves to be five. I agree with you. Now, again, this is Ken Rosenthal. There's multiple reports, and there's been a lot of reports as of late anyway about how the Jays have one more signing in them. I mean, there better be one more signing in them. And I'm thinking, yeah, the Rays are in kind of a rebuild, if you want to call it that as well. I still put the Yankees ahead of the O's. It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. Jays easily have the best starting rotation in the AL East. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it clears the Red Sox overall. It's close, though. I think it definitely clears the Orioles. Probably clears the Yankees, even with Garrett Cole healthy, and it clears the Rays for sure. So, yeah. The Jays sign Tucker. It'll probably happen in the next few days. I think it's most likely. Don't forget, Shai Davidi and Ben Nicholson-Smith said their prediction is January, like the new year, which I'm going to be in Toronto in the new year. So I'll be on a mini vacation. Still daily videos, but I'm kind of hoping it doesn't happen then. Though if it happens, it happens. Jays will make a major trade for a bat. I think they're more likely to sign one. Orioles with Gunnar and Pete are going to be nasty. Yeah. They are. They have no pitching, though. Ime has to sign by January 2nd and Okamoto by January 4th. Yep. Jays aren't really in on either of them. I could see them signing Okamoto if they strike out on some of the other guys, which I guess you could kind of use as a potential timeline. It's true, user. I mean, Robert Murray's saying one of these guys by Christmas. Someone's saying, other timelines. Soto and Shohei signed quick, and Tucker taking a sweet time. Shohei did sign quick. Did Soto sign quick? I don't think it was. When did Soto sign? I think it was December 13th or something like that. I know Ohtani signed early December. When did Soto sign? But yeah, either way, Tucker's taking, and Bo Bichette as well. It was December. December 8th. Yeah, you guys are right. It was December 8th. I think they both signed early then. Yeah, Tucker is taking a sweet time. And Bo Bichette's taking a sweet time. And Cody Bellinger's taking a sweet time. To be honest, the hype will happen all offseason. In the end, they won't end up signing any of them. I really think they do. Thank you, Mr. Snow. Tucker and Bregman would be a great combo as well. Clement would play second. Yeah, Shohei. Oh, I remember that, Gabriel. Were any of you guys here for the Jays Digest infamous Shohei Ohtani live stream where we all got baited by John Morosi? If you were here, type yes. That was a crazy 3 days. Crazy 3 days. Trade Berríos. I don't think Santander is going to get traded. And by don't think, like, there's no world. I was. Yes, yes, no, yes. A lot of you guys were crazy. Bellinger has for 8. I don't know if that report was real. The Bellinger 8-year report. I think that was fluff. We're also 35 likes away from 100. If you're like lurking, have this in the background, whatever you're doing, come back and hit the like button for me. It would mean the world. Gonna try to go live more. Loperfido, Clement, Tiedemann for Jazz Chisholm. I would never do that deal. I would never do that deal. Though I might have it. However, folks, there will be a trade video tomorrow. It actually might be that one. You're putting Berríos in your starting rotation. Did he have any value? I don't think he has a ton of value. Would I put him in my starting rotation? Probably. Probably would. I'm reading some things. Crazy idea, but Berríos and Francis either way. I don't think they're going to. I don't think they're going to do that. The Leafs did finally win. They did finally win. They did. They never really do that. Would you trade Berríos to the Mets? Like, it depends what you're getting back. Ponce is a hit or miss. Could be elite or garbage. I don't think he's going to be garbage. I think he's going to either be like solid or solid. Like, I think there's kind of a good happy medium in there. Bregman will help the Jays at third. He would with their defense, especially, or with his defense. Troy Lions. Troy. My God, I'd love to see you live. Merry Christmas. Troy, first of all, Merry Christmas. I remember all the donations you did a couple streams ago. Everyone shout out. Everyone give Troy some love in the chat. Troy, thank you very much. I hope you're having a great Christmas if you celebrate, of course. And hopefully we get some big moves here in the holidays. Thank you so much, Troy. That means the world to me. He also sends 10 gifted memberships. Folks, Troy, if you missed it a couple streams back, he went crazy with the support. Everyone in the chat, first of all, if you're a member, you now have access to a bunch of new perks that's going to be happening this upcoming season. You also, of course, have some, little logos next to your name. Troy, thank you very much. It means the world to me. Merry Christmas as well. Thank you, Troy. Means a lot. Tucker and Bregman, you can move Clement to second base. You could. Troy, thank you again. Thank you again. Yeah, W Troy, exactly. Another 10, Troy. Troy is going nuts. If you get a membership from Troy, thank him in the chat, folks. Craig, Noah, everybody is getting them. Again, I'm having a huge change to the system, meaning that you guys are going to get a ton more benefits this upcoming season for members and this off season as well. So, Troy, thank you so much. 20 of you folks in here just got a brand new. Yeah, Troy, thank you. Means the world to me. No, I'm Bregman. Very interesting. Troy, give me one. He doesn't pick a cool guy. It doesn't pick. It goes random. The 10 memberships are random. Thank you, Troy. The 10 memberships are random. Troy. There's no way. Another 10 Gifted for Troy. If you get, I'm speechless, Troy. Thank you. If you, Merry Christmas, yeah, Merry Christmas, everyone. If you're getting a membership in the chat, feel free to thank Troy in the chat. Throw your type in there a little bit. You'll get some icons next to your name. Troy, your support is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Crazy. Problem with Boze, he doesn't seem to stay off the IL for very long. Yeah, he's not really injury prone. Probably I signed Troy for 10 more years. Exactly, Troy. Thank you. Troy is the best. Troy is the best. Shout out to you, Troy. We're also 3 likes away from 100. If you guys want to hit that like button. I'm looking at the latest. It's been pretty quiet again. I'm assuming most reporters are probably with their families and such, which makes a ton of sense. I mean, at the end of the day, Christmas is just a couple of days away here. Verlin should be the Jays closer. Merry Christmas, Troy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. When will Kyle Tucker sign? I hope we see Springer some time in the field because I have no confidence in Santander. Yeah, I mean, it'll be an interesting one, especially given the fact that I don't know. And thank you again, Troy. Your generosity is insane. I don't know how much the Jays faith they have in Springer replicating what he did last year. I think if he can be a 700 to 800 OPS, even like a 750 OPS guy, we'll all be happy. But beyond that, that's where the question marks become. And where are they going to fit in Addison Berger? Where are they going to fit in a lot of these guys, right? So thank you again, Troy. It really means the world. I would trade Santander in a second for possibly a reliever and Little also. Interesting. I don't think they're going to trade. Merry Christmas from Nova Scotia. Shout out to you, JW Payzant. I think most MLB teams don't sign deals during Christmas and New Year's period, so a deal can come tonight or tomorrow. Yeah, like Dalton Varsho got signed this time a couple years ago. Yeah, it was exactly 2 years ago today. Other than that, I've never covered, I don't think, a signing on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. Hopefully that remains the same, but George Springer remains the bat speed, and there's no reason to have him. I completely agree. He, with the help of Dave Popkins and others, completely turned his life around. Or his life. I guess technically, but his baseball career around. What's up, Booze Machine? And again, in case you missed it, the latest surrounding Robert Murray, and this is from a couple days ago. We have some other stuff as well. It's some moves could be happening. We have some recruiting. Ken Rosenthal, Bregman at third, Bo at second. I mean, if they go that way, what do you do with Berger? I guess you put him in left. And then what do you do with Clement? Right? Like, it is expensive. Legendary loaner. Yep. Yeah, Davey, 100%. 100%. If say we do get Tucker and Bregman, we put Ernie at second. Where do we put Berger? Yeah, like one of the outfield spots, maybe right field, Santander to left, or you DH Santander. Thank you, Troy. I agree. I got to do them more. I have to do them more. Clement is much more important than Berger. It's an interesting take. I think Berger's prone for a breakout year. Like he had it last year, but I also think that he's going to have an even better year, like a 800 OPS year. The advanced analytics for Berger are incredible. Incredible. Approach, bat speed, health, and Springer is good. Yep, health obviously being the biggest thing. I mean, for this whole team, they did that whole World Series run up until the World Series without Bichette, which I'm not going to say people often forget about because it was obviously a big deal, but sometimes people forget about that. If they platoon Clement and Jimenez, then it can happen. Yeah, but I don't think it's just not the way this team operates, though. Like, I don't think they're going to go ahead and get Clement or Bregman and Bichette. Hopkins did start following Tucker. I think he's been following him for a couple weeks, though. And again, we covered that earlier on the live stream. It is an interesting thing. Don't forget about Schneider. I mean, Nathan Lucas as well. Like, they're going to have to move off of some of these guys. Merry Christmas, Jordan. Hope you're doing well. Doesn't baseball do a trade freeze like the NHL for Christmas? I don't believe so. I've never seen a move on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, but it could happen. I know Christmas Eve could happen. I don't suspect it will, though. Also, shout out to you guys. We hit 100 likes, 114 likes, actually. Shout out to you, Troy, once again. It's no universe of J.C. Bregman and Bichette. I'd agree. Unless they make some crazy trades happen. Good job, Troy. Merry Christmas. I'm talking about Tucker, not Bregman. If you platoon them both for cash money, yeah, I agree. Any signings happen today? What do you think? We've been seeing an increased amount of signings happen late at night. I could see it happening like before Christmas Eve, but it would probably happen in the next couple of hours. But it's been quiet, man. It's been very, very quiet. Like today was one of the quieter days in all the offseason. And yeah, if you trade Lucas, you're probably getting a reliever. Like probably they still have some work to do in their bullpen. I'm talking about, yeah, like what did the Jays do with Joey Loperfido? That is a fantastic, fantastic question. And one that I'm going to be discussing. Because it is interesting. He's not young anymore. There's no real room in Toronto. Thank you, $2. Jason Stanley Meadows. Best place for Bargers in left field uses his arm to defend. I don't agree, or I don't disagree. I kind of agree. I agree. I'm going to actually kind of a sneak peek here. There's going to be a video tomorrow morning for all you guys in here on a trade. And it, hint, it could involve Joey Loperfido. So stay tuned for the video tomorrow morning. Stay tuned for the video tomorrow morning. As Shane Turner, Shane, long-time supporter, an OG of the channel for years now, gifted 5. If you got a gifted membership, Jordan C., I recognize that name. Make sure you thank Shane in the chat. And Shane, you can see Shane has been a member for almost 3 years, member for 32 months. Merry Christmas, Shane. Thank you so much. 32 months is crazy. No, he didn't get traded, Al Baseball. He didn't get traded. 32 months. That is April 2023. Man, I've been doing this for a long time. Feel old. What return would the Jays get if they trade Berríos and Loperfido? It's an interesting question. Again, I'm going to discuss it tomorrow. I don't know if Berríos like helps a lot in a trade like that. Remember people said the Jays should trade Vlad for Loperfido? We got him more for Kikuchi. Yep. Does Jeff Passan announce deals after 9 p.m.? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if they happen. If they happen. Thank you again, Shane and Troy. Incredible. And thank you to each and every one of you in here. Congratulations, Jordan. It's what we love to see. We'd love to see gifted memberships. The best Jays community on YouTube. Thank you, Grant. It really means a lot. I love your videos. Keep it up. Thank you. I appreciate it. Each of you guys who support it means the world to me. Trust me. Each positive comment, even the negative comments, I just want to, I appreciate each one of them. When does Tucker sign? I'm going to guess like December 28th. Loperfido is too valuable as insurance if Varsho walks for me. It's fair. I think they use Miles Straw, though, as their insurance guy in center field. It's all love to them, Tango. It's all love to them. I respect them both. Thank you, Rob. I appreciate that. Horwitz lost his spot today. O'Hearn and Lowe. Yeah, they did. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, again, I like that trade. I always did. Always did. Contract's a little bit iffy. Hitting with Miles go difficulty against Pedro Martinez right now on the show. Sounds like a rough way to spend your Tibbs Eve. Not yet, Doug. That's interesting, Booze Machine. I actually didn't know that. Yeah, it was either Troy or Shane Superlink. The Jays get Tucker Varsho is gone next year? No. Tucker is going to play corner outfield. No problem, Doug. Yeah, Pirates are getting bats. I'm actually happy that without Varsho, we have no center fielder. Miles Straw, Shane, is the backup. Thank you so much, Bill. That means more than me than you'll ever know. Thank you. One sec, folks. What's up? Good Tenise House 76789. Plushy. Nick, you're probably the most active Jays channel, which is insane to me because a millisecond after the Jays get someone, you already have a video out. Listen, that's what I strive for. I mean, it sucked because the one time they made the big signing this offseason, I was at a basketball game and I got a phone notification at halftime that they signed Dylan Cease. So I went to my car and we got the video out. But yeah, I strive to be the most consistent channel on YouTube every single day. I haven't missed an upload in 2-3 years. And I found a bit of a niche or a good time at 9 a.m. Eastern. So I'm going to stick with that. And then, of course, more videos if stuff comes out. Think you're doing great at the speed of your talking. Yeah, honestly, Troy, I don't know how long you've been following. I used to, I think at least, Shane, you can probably, I know Shane remembers, and a lot of you guys, I used to speak a lot faster in the videos. I've slowed down my speech in the videos. I still get the occasional question about, or the complaint, I guess, or the, feedback, I should say, about me speaking fast, but I've slowed it down a lot. So after some, there was months of comments about trying to slow it. I just speak fast naturally. So it comes out on stream more. I'm a bit slower in the videos. At least I hope I'm a bit slower. I mean, you guys can let me know. I think I've done a better job. People say that they enjoy them more. Yeah, that is my rankings. Al Baseball is Booze Machine. Welcome to. Thank you for becoming a member. Yeah, I used to speak a lot faster. I slow it down in the videos. Streams, I speak fast to get to everyone's chat. So yeah, that's true. I was playing basketball. I had to. I got it out at halftime though, and then went back. We lost the game, unfortunately, though. I slowed it down. It's just the way I speak. How much are you all willing to pay for tickets to games with these big signings? Yeah, that's the unfortunate part. I think it's more to do with their World Series appearance than the big signings that are happening. But yeah, Leah, with no baseball to watch, what am I doing? Leafs and Raptors. Those are kind of and the Steelers for football. So thank you, Aromatics. People disagreed way back. I think now it's good. It's in a good spot. I don't really get those comments anymore, but I always want to take constructive criticism. Been watching you for years. You had a 3K when I started. I'm a newfie. You're a newfie as well, Troy. Shout out to you. 3K. So that's a while ago. Shout out to you, Troy. It means a lot to me. Is baseball your favorite sport? And did you play on a high school team or league? I did play high school baseball. I played all-star baseball growing up as well. My favorite sport to watch is baseball, undoubtedly. No question. Football is a close second. My favorite sport to play is football and basketball. I don't really play baseball anymore. I used to, though. I played it for my whole life, really, up until 17, maybe 16, 17. So yeah, those are my. I'm a big football guy. I play football and play basketball right now. I watch the Sens, Jades, and I obviously cover Leafs Digest as well, and I cover the Steelers at Steelers Digest as well. So, and the Lakers on Lakers Digest. So, a lot of channels, a lot of teams to follow. You know, Jays running shit. It's funny. Leafs stink this year. No inspiration. They are bad. Yep, they're terrible. Cornerbrook. I was there 2 summers ago. I was talking about signed yet. I am Farms. Yep, I am. Yeah, I've had to learn over the years of doing YouTube to slow it down. To slow it down heavy. Sorry to hear that, Aromatics. Again, hopefully it did help you kind of get through. That's why I love doing this. There's always I'll be watching the World Juniors on Boxing Day. Yep. I'm hearing you may sign with the Mets, which is shocking because they're not a good team. There's a dysfunctional team. He's going to regret it. Where'd you hear that from, Mike? Where did you hear that from? Thank you, Bombastic. That means a lot. You guys are always so positive in the streams. Always so positive in the streams. You guys are always show love in the streams. You guys show love in the videos too. There's of course going to be the I don't like to call them haters, the critiquers. There's always going to be those. A few more of them as of late. It's the way it is, though. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm a Steelers fan, obviously, Mike. So I'm happy that the Ravens aren't doing great. Cohen is the richest. Yep, or at least we could say he's the richest. I mean, he is individually. Mets are not going to pay $430 million. Any word on Max Scherzer? I don't think the Jays are going to go for him. It's the way it is, Canadian. It's the way YouTube is, though. Yeah, Max Scherzer, there's no word. The last word is from Shai Davidi. Google? I have love for them, plushie. They do good stuff on their side. Different than over here, but good stuff overall for them. I respect both of them. Yeah, Troy, that was a nice addition. People complain. This here, I gotta fix it. There's like, you guys see the space there? It's not as easy to change. So if I change one, I have to change like all of them. Does team have options this year? It's a good question. I try to cover it with my head sometimes because if we go here, you don't really see it. You kind of see it. Yeah, 1. It was good. It was good, Canadian. It was good. Have to love comments on X for the White Sox signing Murakami. Oh, I think you deleted that as soon as you started. I would get deleted as I was reading it. But yeah, Murakami to the White Sox. I respect it. He did not get a lot of money. He's probably going to be used as a trade chip going forward. And yeah, Troy, I just misplaced that one. But again, if I take that one off, like I have to move all of them, and I did my best. Tucker would be a nice Christmas present. I'm happy I got to go live before Christmas. Might even Might even go live tomorrow night. See the Bills and the 49ers in the Super Bowl? Hope not. Yeah, I'm going to have a bullpen video again tomorrow morning, so stay tuned for that. You'll want to. Guarantee it. Oh, drop my phone. NL team will up pricing. I don't think so. It could happen. You never know. I think a sleeper team is the New York Mets, though, for Kyle Tucker. Christmas is overrated. To each their own. To each their own. Freeman's contract ends 2 years with the Dodgers, so does Murakami's. Or Murakami, yeah. No, I hope. I mean, yeah. You never know what the Dodgers are going to get up to. Thank you, Jason Stanley, for the $2. Do we have a functional Santander this season? My hot take is that he hits 35 to 40 home runs this upcoming year. It's my hot take, which is crazy because if you think about it, like the team did all that without him. You add Santander, you add Kyle Tucker or someone. Back to the World Series we go. Yes, he did. Wait, yep. That was a while. That was a year ago now. Freeman will retire with the Dodgers. I like Bichette and Bellinger signing with Toronto. People are talking. I didn't really think about that. I haven't really talked about Bellinger that much. I just don't think it's. I think the Yankees will probably get him, but yeah, it's not a bad shout. Blue Jays should sign Pete Fairbanks. See, I read that already. Yeah, they could. Just wait till that happens when Murakami signs with the Dodgers. I'm not thinking that far ahead. What point does MLB do something after this year? Sorry, folks. Yeah, I think they're going to get one of the best bats, and that's what Ken Rosenthal says. Yes or no, I do believe that wholeheartedly. I mean, if we end up getting none of them or whatever, like, will Kyle Tucker, if he doesn't sign with the Jays, will it be as bad of a heartbreak as Ohtani? No, but it would still suck. I'm all in. Strike, I would say in the next week, outside of Christmas time. Jays are about to do this. I hope not. It's not the Dodgers. I think there will be, again, after this year, there's going to be a contract. The player contract. Tucker to the Mets, I hope not. I don't want Bellinger. He turned us down twice already. He did. Though we don't really know exactly the details about what the Jays' offer was, but he's not coming. Do you guys want Bellinger? Type yes or no in the chat. Yes or no? Do you guys want Bellinger? The Jays are not deferring hundreds of millions until after the players' contracts are done. Yeah, there'll be a new CBA soon after this year. What if MLB has a free agency frenzy like NHL does? It'd be interesting. It'd be fun for me to cover. But to be honest, like this offseason is dragging along. I agree. User. They are the clear favorites. But like, how much does that actually matter? I think a fourth choice is a good way to put it. Holy cow, a lot of no's. A lot of no's. Harrison Bader had a pretty good year. Yeah, I don't want to think about the Harrison Baders of the world. No disrespect to them, just because of like. He's good, but I don't think Bellinger is friends with anyone on the Jays. I'd rather Pilar out of retirement. That is crazy. He's good, but only Bellinger's friends with anyone in the Jays. Seems Tucker would fit him. I mean, yeah, Tucker is much better fit. But, like, I don't know how much being friends is. It matters, but I'm not saying that it is, like, you don't have to be friends to sign here. I mean, Dylan Cease. He didn't have any friends, I don't think. Now hitting against Randy Johnson with Nathan Lucas. Sounds horrible. Bader had a good year in that updates last. Tucker signed before New Year's and after Christmas. Yeah. Like, I think the 27th to the 30th are probably prime time for signings to happen. Could happen tomorrow. I mean, I agree. I think Santander will have a great year. Ime and Tucker. I mean, Ime would be nuts. I just don't see the... Not that I don't see the purpose. Cease and Kevin Kiermaier. That's interesting. Like, there's always going to be, like, players have former people they talk to, former teammates at the Jays. There's a lot of available people to talk to, but it's just easier when you have, you know, one of your best friends in the case of Miles Straw. Enio Suarez. Yeah, he's kind of fallen off a cliff. Sir from the 6, it was either Shane or probably Troy. Troy gifted 30. So I think it was Troy Lyons, Sir from the 6. So shout out to him. You have access to a bunch of stuff now. Yeah, shout out to Troy and Shane again for showing the Christmas love. Showing the Christmas love. It means the world to me. I didn't know Danny Jansen is now a Ranger. He said he's not going to play disc golf in Toronto. What a quiet night. I thought it was going to be a bit of a, you know, busy night of reports because tomorrow's Christmas Eve where things are probably, you know, where things are probably going to be. I don't think there's a Christmas freeze on New Year's or on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve, but I can't imagine. Yeah, shout out to you, Troy. Merry Christmas. The Jays, yeah, I mean, I hope. I hope so. I agree. Again, my hot take of the day is 30 to 40 home runs for Anthony Santander. Maybe 50. No, I'm just kidding. Won't be 50. Yeah, Shane, I tend to agree. I think today was the kind of last chance, but you never know. That's the thing with what I do in my job. Can never put the phone away. Got to be ready to make a video in a moment's notice. Moment's notice. We're almost at an hour. I love to always hit the hour mark on these streams. So, you guys have any final questions for me? Any questions about life, Jays? Obviously, Jays mainly, but I always like to. We obviously get a bit more, not personal, but you guys get a bit more, get to know me a little bit more on the streams. See, less PEI. That's funny. The Arizona Diamondbacks are a possible contender for Bregman. I would, plushie. I would. Favorite food? Tacos. I want Santander, who raked for the Orioles, versus Rogers Center. It's going to happen. Or for us at Rogers Center. It's going to happen. Yeah, it's quiet, Farms. It's very quiet. Have it open as well. Bring back Bassett. For Christmas, I am spending time with my family, spending time with my girlfriend's family, and family. That is that's the plan for Christmas. Just family, family, family. Dinners, gift giving, everything. Troy, I can do that. It might be in the night, like depending when they make it. But I'll probably do a video first, get it out for the people, and then do a stream after. Yeah, there's nothing, user. Knowing my luck, as soon as the stream ends, we'll get a passing bomb. Favorite Blue Jay from before my time? Got to be Joe Carter because of the home run. Meatloaf is my favorite food. That is an interesting one. I like meatloaf. I'm actually in the middle of a snowstorm right now. I walked my dog, or our dog rather, before I got on live, and the snow was like up to my ankles. His face was covered in snow. So I'm gonna go walk him again or take him out after this stream. I hope not in a baseball practice when Tucker signs on January 13th at 8:01 p.m. I'll hold you to it. I'll hold you to it if he signs then. Hope so, Thomas. It's a good point, sir, from the 6. I think they are gonna spend it. Paul Molitor, that's a good one. Toronto gonna have a white Christmas. I don't live in Toronto, so I wouldn't know. However, my family does, or part of my family. I'm going up there in a week, so we'll see. Fun fact: I was supposed to go to Toronto 3 days ago, and the flight got canceled like 4 hours before. So we rescheduled to New Year's. So I will be in Toronto on New Year's. So if any of you guys see me, say hello. But a good few of you guys say hello, especially at airports randomly. Scherzer wants to continue playing and make it good for bullpen arm. Yeah, I don't hate the idea. It'd be pretty hilarious, but he did not sign, Gabriel. Here in Virginia, it is cold but not snowing. Yeah, apparently it's been bad up there, Shane. It's snowing here now, too. It's like literally a mile. We're having a snowstorm here on Christmas. Waterloo is white. Interesting. Jose Cruz Jr. Interesting. Jose Reyes. That was within my time. Wasn't before my time. Yeah, that's interesting. I did see all the snow in Toronto. Hopefully it's snowing when I'm up there. I like the snow. Hopefully it's not freezing, though. It's freezing where I am. Winnipeg. Can't imagine. Feels like minus 12 here. Oh, you guys are trolling. Tucker just signed. I checked. He did not. For Christmas, all the free agents are going to sign. I mean, they have to, right? They have to at some point. The question is what that point is. Yeah, you guys should be good then, Davey. You should be good. Especially if it's going to melt. Here, it's not melting. It's like minus 12. Or at least minus 5. I always have to check. I remember the reason I check when people say that signings happen is because when Vladdy signed, I thought everyone was trolling. And then I checked Twitter and he did sign with the Jays or re-signed. So I always check. I always check. Not always, actually. John Olerud was my favorite Jay going up. I respect that, actually. Again, I've watched the World Series and stuff, but it's hard to have a favorite player, from way back. Thanks. I wasn't super involved. Like growing up, Jose Bautista, obviously, Edwin Encarnacion. Joey Bats, I loved him, or not Joey Bats, Josh Donaldson, I liked. bit of a, I don't want to say an ego, but he was definitely a personality. Definitely a personality. All right, folks. Any final thing? What move you wish the Jays made at the deadline? Like one more reliever, like David Bednar, not Emmanuel Class A. Oops. Johan Duran. Is there any other teams linked? Not the Phillies and the Dodgers. Yeah, Dwayne. So again, reports have started to fly that players could come out of the board between now and Christmas. Covered that briefly in my video this morning, yesterday night. The Yankees have come out and reports are flying surrounding them. Bellinger, they're pursuing Bellinger. They're not pursuing Tetsuya Imai. They're in on Bregman, and now we patiently wait. Pretty quiet day, though. Pretty quiet day. Pretty quiet day. Folks, everyone who's in the stream right now, and I have my video tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern, say you were in the stream. Say you were in the stream. In the comments, I'll like everyone. Pass it to the bullpen. Yeah, we always show Buck Martinez. I want to show him some love too. Silent night, it is. It's the calm before the storm, I would say. Hopefully. I wouldn't mind, though, if they don't make a move for the next 2 days. What's up, Warren? So we can all kind of spend time with our families and not worry. That being said, folks, as always, video tomorrow, video Christmas Day. There will be a video Christmas Day and a Christmas Eve. Never missing. It'll be a Christmas special. Bellinger would be the interesting one. Thank you, sir, from the 6. It means a lot to me. Murakami's a White Sox, which is shocking. Yeah, they do suck. But you never know. I agree, user. I could see Ricky T being a good bullpen arm. I love Dan Strawman. I think he's great. All right, folks. I'm going to wrap it up. It's getting late here where I am. But, folks, first of all, okay, yeah, Shane, I'm wrapping up anyway. Shane saying, thanks for the live, Nick. Enjoy Christmas to everyone here, too. Folks, everyone, Gabriel, my plan for Christmas, spend time with my family, my girlfriend's family, all family. Something I do, but I want to do it, have some free time, unless I make a big signing. But, of course, we'll spend time with my family. But, folks, Merry Christmas to each and every one of you. Obviously, you guys changed my life through the support over the past 3 years. There's always going to be the haters. There's always going to be the supporters. But each and every one of you, it means the world to me. Videos every single day, 9 a.m. And, of course, more if news drops like usual. But I just want to thank you guys. Obviously, we're now a couple days away from Christmas. I don't know when my next stream will be. Probably soon. But just want to thank each and every one of you for the support. You guys truly mean the world to me. Any secrets about baseball going in the video? It's about a trade. Potentially Joey Loperfido. But yeah, hopefully you guys have a fantastic Christmas, staying safe, staying warm, cozy, all that stuff. As always, I want a move to happen just as much as you guys, but at the end of the day, going with the news that's out there, and as soon as a move drops, promise you have my word that I'll be the first one to it. So happy holidays. Keep on, hopefully keep on supporting if you're supporting. If you're, hating, I respect each and every one of you, and love each and every one of you guys. You've changed my life, so thank you for that. And yeah, hopefully Tucker doesn't sign in the next. I mean, you know what? Screw it. If he does, video will be out anyway. I'm around. So thank you guys. We'll see you in the next live stream. Best community on YouTube. And if you're in the stream now, say tomorrow in the video that you came from the stream. I'll heart each and every one of them. And hopefully you guys are having a fantastic Christmas. If we don't have a live stream till then, hopefully if you're getting gifts, you get all the gifts you enjoy. You got whoever, significant other or family the gifts they wanted. And and the most important gift of all is spending time with everybody. So make sure you guys do that if you're able. But folks, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I will see you in the video in however many 11 hours ish from now. Have a great evening, everybody, and let's hope the Jays get a big signing for our Christmas gift. Take it easy, folks. We'll see you guys.